This is MTB MLE for week 3. So, write your name first. Isurat mo na ang pangalan. So, Mother Tongue-Based Multilingual Education Quarter 1, Module 3. What is this about? So, pagbasa ng mga tataramon, prase, saka panaysay, nin tama, saka tamang likas. So, this is all about reading. So, pagpuon, marhay na aldaw sa imo. Ara mo daw na sa satuyang pakikipag-ulay, nagagamit kita ng mga tataramon, prase, saka mga panaysay. So, even if in speaking, we also we use words, phrases, and sentences. So, inaasahan ko na pagkatapos kan module na ini, manunod danin do na makabasa ng mga tataramon, prase, saka mga panaysay. So, aside from speaking, we use words, phrases, and sentences. We can also practice reading them. So, we can read words, we can read phrases, and we can also read sentences. Objeto, or what is the module about? So, read grade 1 level words, phrases, and sentences, and with appropriate speed and accuracy. So, ang mga na mahihiling na mga tataramon at yan, prase sa kapanaysay, so bagay na bagay sa grade 1 level. So, kaya dapat ini praktisan. Tanganing mas matibay pa maging parabasa, lalo na pag nagkaigwa na katong Filipino and English. So, what I mean is, the words that will be presented here, the words, phrases, and sentences that will be presented here are all in grade 1 level. So, we need to practice them so that when we have, so because on second quarter we're going to have our Filipino, and then on third and fourth quarter we're going to have English. So we can learn reading words, reading phrases, reading sentences in 3 languages. So first we have in Bicol, and then eventually we're going to have in Filipino, and the last one will be in English. Vocabulary, or the words that we're going to hear from this module. First is tataramon. Binibilog sa paagi kan mga sinalak o pinapighalong mga silaba. Or simply, this is what we call in English as word or words. So this one is a word. This is another word, word. So how do we form words? It's from combining letters. So we can have the vowels and the consonants. So we have here example, ba, and then plus sa. So we have the word basa or basa. Another, pa, ya. If we're going to combine it, it will become a word, papaya. Another, from the vocabulary, we have prase. So, pinibilog sa paagi ng duwa o mas dakol pang tataramon, halimbawa, an mata, may tasa. So, simply, prase, it's composed of words. Okay, usually they are shorter. So, yan. Ito, tataramon. When they are read as one, an mata, it becomes prase. Another, may, tataramon, tasa, tataramon. And when they are combined, may tasa, another prase. Next word in our vocabulary, we have panaysay. Panaysay in English, it's sentence. So, what does a sentence mean? Grupo ng mga tataramon na nagsasabi ng bilog na ideya. Okay. Ideya is spelled as I-D-E-Y-A. So, what does panaysay mean, or the sentence? When it tells a story, not only just a prase, so it becomes a sentence. Example, mataba ang baka ni Papa. It now tells a sentence about the baka, about the cow. This is now what we call a sentence. So a sentence may composed of words mataba and baka ni Papa. Ni Papa or an baka are phrase or are phrases, but when they are now telling a story, it becomes a sentence. That's why we have mataba ang baka ni Papa. This is a panaysay. So if you notice, a while ago, from the given examples, basa, this is tataramon. Sunod man, an mata, prase. And then the last one, mataba ang baka ni Papa. So, take a look at how it is developed from word into a prase. Tataramon, magiging ng prase, magiging ng panaysay. Paano siya hanggang sa it will become one story. That's why it's called panaysay. So, yan ang pagkakaiba ni tataramon, prase, panaysay. Mga gibuhon sa pagtama or the discussion, balikan. Aram kong naagihan na nindo ang pagbasa kan mga patinig na A, E, I, O, U sa indong nakaaging grado. So, isn't it? When you were in kinder, the teacher introduced you to the different letters, the A, E, I, O, U. So, this is what we call the vowels. So, in the alphabet, we have the vowels and the consonants. So, A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. In Bicol, also in Filipino, the sound of this is A, this is E, I, O, U. So that is in Filipino and in Bicol. Aramon, sa module na ini, ang mga minasunod ang buot mong manudan nindong pagbasahon. So what are we going to learn to read? So, mga tataramon, nabibilog sa pagsaralakan mga silabad. So, this was mentioned a while ago under the vocabulary. So, when letters are combined, it forms in, when silaba, ito ang silabi, ang combination ng vowels and consonants. So, when they are combined, it becomes tataramon, or again, we call it as word. Para makabasa ka ng mga tataramon, dapat mong manudan mo na ang 15 mga silaba na may tanog na A, asin ang mga patinig na A, E, I, O, U. So, ito, tanog yan. Tanog kang A. Tanog kang I, letter E, E. Ang tanog kang letter I, Ang tanog kang letter O, O. Ang tanog kang letter U, U. So, ini, napod yan, silaba or syllables in English. So, silaba are just combinations of the vowels A, E, I, O, U with the consonants. So, let's try to read. Pause this video, read them by row. So, from left to right, left to right. And then when you're done, so verify, can you check if you have read it properly? As I am going to read it aloud, then recall if how you read them is the same as how I read them is the same as yours. Okay, ito, ba, la, ra, ka, ma, sa, da, na, ta, ga, nga, wa, ha, pa, ya. Magbilog kita nin mga tataramon hali sa silaba. Madya, magbasa kita. So from these syllables, from the syllables above, there are words that were formed. So these are called now tataramon. So from these syllables, when these syllables are combined together, so this becomes tataramon or words. So what are the words that are formed from these syllables. Okay, try to pause this video first and read them aloud. And then when you're done, so try to listen to me and then try to recall if how I read it is the same as how you read it just a while ago. Okay. Aba, mama, papaya, iba, papa, kalabasa, ama, lata, mataba, ana, kaya, daraga. Okay, so try to recall also the stress kung saan yung medyo may louder, medyo may tiin, the emphasis on the following words. Kasi sa Bicol minsan ang tono niya may parang may stop where there is a part wherein there should be a louder or medyo may pataas. That is where you put the stress. Okay po. So yan ang tataramon. Okay, again, I'll read it to you. Aba, mama, papaya, iba, papa, kalabasa, ama, lata, mataba, ana, kaya, daraga. Purpuranin doon na magbilog din iba pang mga tataramon hali sa mga silaba. Dagdagan pa ang mga babasahon na tataramon. So if you can think of other words that can be formed from these syllables, from the silaba, so you can also do so. Okay, let's proceed. Prase. Mabibilog ini sa paagikan pagsalak. When we say salak, you combine. So, nin dua, nin two, o mas dakol pang tataramon. So, when words are combined, hindi naman ididikit. When two words are put into one, or into one part, this is called prase or the phrase. Alagad, may iba pang tataramon na kaiba kan mga parirala na dapat manudan arog kan. So these are the words usually combined to make a phrase. Okay, I'll read it to you aloud. Ito, an, may, kan, ki, mga. Take note of the mga, mga. Mga. I is not in mother tongue, so close out muna natin to. Na. Nin. Ulitin ko. An. May. Kan. Ki. Mga. Na. Nin. Magbasa kita ng mga prase. We have now another list, but this time it's what we call prase or the phrases. I'll go back to the words listed as examples. These are the words ini ang mga tataramon. While below on the next page are examples of prase or the phrases. So this is longer. These are longer than the words because the word is composed of only one word. But if words are combined like this one, we have three. So this is now what we call prase or phrase. I'll read each phrase, then listen to me first. So again, these are called prase. Basahin ko from this column down and then I'll proceed to the other column. Ama saka ina. Okay, try to read after me. Repeat after me. I'll repeat. Ama saka ina. An daraga. An tasa. May lata. An kama, an pana, pala saka lata, an baka, sanaga, an mapa. Okay, pause, then read them by yourself. Another part, we have here panaysay. I'll write the English term for it. It's what we call sentence. An apod sa grupo nin mga tataramon, group of words na igwa nin bilog na idea that tells a whole, a complete thought, or simply if it tells a story, if there is something being talked about, and then there is tinatawag na topic, what the topic is, and then there is another phrase that tells about the topic, then it tells a story, and then it is now called a sentence or panaysay in mother tongue. Magbasa kita nin mga pangungusap. So we have here examples of sentences. Okay, I'll show you again some examples. Let's go back to tataramon. Ini ang mga tataramon. Ini ang mga prase. Saka ini ang mga panaysay. This time, we have a complete thought. That's why it's called sentence. It's called panaysay. And then, meron lang nakaligtaan dito. I'd like you to remember this one because it's called a panaysay, a sentence. It tells a story. So there is something that should end in the story. So for this, we have period. I'll read it aloud. Listen to me first. Si Papa may paha. Si Papa may paha. Mataba ang daraga. Mataba ang daraga. May tasa sa sala. May tasa sa sala. Magaya-gaya si Yaya. Magaya-gaya si Yaya. Halaba ang sawa. Halaba ang sawa. This time, after listening to them, I'll read the sentence and then you repeat after me. Si Papa may paha. It's your turn. Mataba ang daraga. May tasa sa sala. Ikaw naman. Magaya-gaya si Yaya. It's your turn. Halaba ang sawa. Okay, so this time you are beginning to read some sentences in mother tongue. So, hindi kailangan sa English and sa Filipino, dagdagan pa din ng mother tongue. Purbarantang magbasa nin mga tataramon proses sa kapanaysay nin may tamang rikas o bilis. We are going to try to read them. Let's have first mga tataramon. Aba, basa, abala, iba, mama, parada. It should be parada, not parade. Ama, papa, daraga, ina, sala, mataba, tama, halaba. Pause. It's your turn to read the list of words. Next, mga parirala. Repeat after me. Si ama. Si mama. An babae. May pala. An mga tasa. An baka. May mga parada. An baka sa daga. An sawa. May lawa. Okay, this time, let's read it in chorus. Si ama. Si mama. An babae. May pala. An mga tasa. An baka. May mga parada. An baka sa daga. An sawa. May lawa. Let's proceed with mga panaysay or the sentences. Listen to me first. I'll read the 5 sentences, and then for the second round, I'll read each sentence, then you repeat after me. Mataba ang baka ni ama. Halaba ang saya kan yaya. May parada sa naga. Hababa ang kama ni mama. May pana na dara ang daraga. This time, repeat after me. Mataba ang baka ni ama. It's your turn. Halaba ang saya kan yaya. May parada sa naga. Hababa ang kama ni mama. It's your turn. May pana na dara ang daraga. Ikaw naman. Okay. Tandaan or remember, kung nakakabasa ka na nin mga tataramon, prase, saka mga panaysay, nin tama, kaipuhan mong magbasa nin may tamang rikas o bilis. So, what it says here, if you can now read the words, phrases, and sentences correctly, then we should try with correct speed. Okay, aram ko, handa ka na. Burbaran mo daw ang inat na gibuhon. So, gibuhon 1, direksyon, bilugan ang tamang tataramon, prase, sa kapanaysay na tama sa litrato. What it means here is you have to encircle the correct word for the picture. Number 1, what do you call this? Baka, bala, o baha? Baka, bala, o baha? Number 2, what is spider in Bicol? Is it called lawa, laiya, kawa? Is it lawa, laiya, kawa? Okay. Same directions in circle. What do you call this? In Bicol, anpala, anlata, ankaha. We are now looking for the correct phrase. Again, anpala, anlata, ankaha. Number 4, the Bicol term for this. I know your parents know what is the term for this in Bicol. Anpaha, antasa, ankama. Or, if you'd wish to use elimination, what do you mean by elimination? For the word that you are sure that it should not be the answer, then you have to remove it from your choices. Sa isip lang. So, again, what do you call this? Or what is the phrase for this picture? Anpaha, antasa, ankama. And then for number 5, you have to look for the correct sentence. So, number 5 sentence na siya because it tells now a story. For this picture, what should be the correct sentence? Naglalaba si Yaya. Mataba si Yaya. Nasa kama si Yaya. I repeat, naglalaba si Yaya. Mataba si Yaya. Nasa kama si Yaya. So we're able to answer from 1 to 5. Okay? If you're done, matibayon ka na baga. So, ibig sabihin, magaling ka na raw. Kayang-kaya na wala ang K. Nasaan kaya ang K? Kayang-kaya pang simbagan ang masunod na gimuhon. There are still activities after this. I'm sure you are going to get them. For gibuhon 2, pagtambalon ang mga retratong nasa column A sa mga ngaran, prasa sa kapanaysay na nasa column B. Isulat ang letra sa kahon. You have to look for the matching word, phrase, or sentence for the pictures under column A, and you are going to choose from column B. Write the letter if it's A, B, C, D, or E. So we have here 5 pictures. Liitan ko lang. 5 pictures. In column A, what I'm going to do is I have to read what is given under column B, then ikaw na lang maglagay kung where to locate the correct letters. Okay, starting with tanga. Tanga. You know what tanga is? Hindi tanga ha, tanga in Filipino. Tanga, it means ant in English. You can include that in your word wall in case hindi pa kayo marunong sa Bicol. But for those who are good in Bicol, then kaya-kaya na to. Sunod, sawa. Sawa. Letter B, sawa. Sawa is a kind of snake. Letter C, may parada. May parada. Letter D, pana nilala. Pana nilala. And then letter E, nakadapa ang baka. Nakadapa ang baka. Were you able to fill in all the boxes? If yes, then let's proceed with the next activity. On page 11, gibuhon 3, basahon sa kabilugan ang tamang tataramon parirala sa kapangusap para sa retrato. Parirala is another word, another term for prase. Pareha lang siya. What you have to do is encircle the correct word, phrase, or sentence for each picture. Let's begin with number 1. What do you call this? In Bicol, pala, sala, bala. Pala, sala, bala. Number 2, what do you call this? Is it papa, mapa, tapa? Papa, mapa, tapa. Number 3, this animal in black. What is the Bicol term for that? Kawa, sawa, lawa. Kawa, sawa, lawa. Let's proceed with phrase. The correct phrase for this picture, ang babae, may tasa, si papa. I repeat, ang babae, may tasa, si papa. For number 5, we have now a sentence. Which sentence will is best for this picture? Letter A, si mama may ulitin ko, wala tayong I sa Bicol. Erase ko na to. A, si mama nasa sala. B, si mama naglalaba. C, nagbabasa si mama sa kama. I repeat. A, si mama nasa sala. B, si mama naglalaba. C, nagbabasa si mama sa kama. Done? We're on the last page. Panapos na gibuhon. Ikahon ang tamang tataramon process sa kapanaysay na tama sa retrato. This time, you need to box your answer. Let's beginning with number 1. What is the word for this? Apa, ata, asa. Apa, ata, asa. And then number 2, this container is being referred to. What do you call this? Is it pata, tasa, basa? Pata, tasa, basa. Number 3, which is the correct phrase? Annara, anlata, anbaka. I repeat, annara, anlata, anbaka. Number 4, another phrase, ansapa, sa sala, sa kama. Ulitin ko, sapa is a stream, It's a body water, a small body of water. Ayan, sapa, English term for it. I'll repeat. Ang sapa, sa sala, sa kama. Last item. What is the correct sentence for this? Nasa kama si Aya. Nasa sala si Aya. Nasa sapa si Aya. I repeat. Nasa kama si Aya. Nasa sala si Aya. Nasa sapa si Aya. Make sure that you answered all the items. And if you are done answering all the items, it means that you're finished with MTB. Because you were able to answer this MTB, even if we're done with this activities under this module, so every time you practice reading, so you can also use this module. But anyway, may mga practice dyan for beginning readers, especially in mother tongue. Kasi iba din yung DN. Iba din ang way of reading some words. Meron din may kahawig sa Filipino, but the emphasis or yung kung saan yung may malakas na DN in reading the words are different. So, tapos na kita. Diyos mabalos!